And actually, it was interesting listening to these wonderful presentations because it's okay. Okay, I was going to say that. I was going to say that. I was going to say that. So a lot of things have already been taken from me. But my introduction was very low key in that a decade or two, maybe ago, a beat up copy of the Eustace Diamonds came into my life through some book sale or something. And I laughed out loud at that great opening line of the book. And it kind of really pulled me through. But I too got a degree in English and never heard of Trollope. And so I didn't realize there was a whole lot more Trollope than the one, that I had read. So it took a number of years later before I too had an awful commute and that I rediscovered Trollope in print, but also largely through audiobooks. And I'm a huge fan of Simon Vance. Somebody said of Simon Vance, when he does a dowager's voice, you can hear her stays creaking. He just does such a good job with it. But anyway, I listened to all sorts of his audiobooks, and I really do think that listening, and I thought, well, this is fair, because in the Victorian era, people read books out loud to each other to while away the evening. So I thought it was a fair way to actually get to know Trollope through these long, rambling books, all those interlocking stories. And I do think that it kept me from shooting somebody during the DC region's traffic jams. And I think it also kept me from listening to too much radio news. Although I do think that the political novels had a lot to say about the current political scene that I was trying to avoid. And my very dear husband, who had a terrible knee injury and couldn't drive, so he got stuck. He was trapped in the back seat with a knee brace on, listening to twice daily doses of The Way We Live Now. He got to hear the whole novel. We were like a little mobile book club. And as a lot of people have brought up, that we just love all the contradictions of Trollope and how complex and how human the characters feel, that they're never so evil or so saintly, that they don't have some better or worse impulses or conflicting reasons for what they're doing. And as everybody has already mentioned, that the female characters who are so constricted by the era that they're in, and Trollope never really quite renounces the way the system is set up at that point, but his characters are so finely drawn, and that he's so quotable. People say they read out loud to other people of these things who may or may not take them. And several people have brought up just that he's so Victorian, he's so of the era. And that's why you're kind of startled sometimes when his prejudices of the era come through the way they do. But that he's also so modern in a way, that whole thing of that breaking of the fourth wall. And you really start to wonder who the I is, who is talking so conspiratorially to you about the whole process of writing a novel. And I too was going to quote the thing from Barchester Towers about, well, then where would my novel be if everybody was doing smart things, And my aforementioned husband has now even read a few more of the books. And he's always willing to talk Trollope with me and listen to quotes and things like that. I'm going to show something that's going to make you all very envious. I hope this comes through. Is it turning out correct? Okay. Wasn't that a wonderful Christmas present? What on earth could be more luxurious than a sofa, a book, and a cup of coffee? And but he never quite got sucked into the level that I have. And so one of the blessings of this horrible pandemic year was that I could find a whole bunch of people at the Trollope Society who were really happy to talk Trollope with me anytime, that they wanted. And I've just learned so much and so many wonderful insights from all of the people here. And I just found out that there's a Trollopian living 40 minutes away from me in Bowie, Maryland. I was shocked. I did a little overreaction to that. But anyway, so thank you so much. And as I said, thank you so much for making all of these possible. And it's a beautiful website, and it's really well organized and so rich. There's so much there to see. So thank you so much to the Society.